Hello. Hello. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Am I audible or visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
All of you have come?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No, some are left.
Amina is there, Sakleen is there, Muni, Humaira, and that's all, right? Farhana, Amina, Sakleen, Muni, Ahmad, Humaira. Humaira and Ahmad, your cameras are not on. Humaira, are you there?
Yes.
I cannot see you. Can you switch on your video? Yeah, Mohammed, I can see you.
रुमाल चाहिए
कैमरा ऑफ कर सकता है, अपनी फोटो नहीं दिखे। ओके, अब वो देखो एडजस्ट करके वो हिला कैसे मेरे को बता पहले। ड्राइंग
ना उसको कैमरा ऑफ करने जाते हैं
क्या?
वो आवाज हाँ 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 ऊपर कर दो चढ़ो 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 चढ़ जाओ चढ़ जाओ जाओ ना ऑन करो कैमरा
Let's say all of you are there, not Farhana, you are there.
Yes.
Okay, Safia.
Yes.
Okay, Amina,
Yes.
Humaira,
Yes.
Muazzam. Muazzam is not there. Okay, Muazzam is there. Mudabbir.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Ahmad.
Yes.
Okay, so good afternoon, students. It's great to see you all again. And today let's start with our class. But before that, you all have to mute your. I think you cannot see. So before that, just mute your mic, and whenever I ask you questions, unmute or see your answers. Fine?
Yes.
Everyone, thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to share screen with you all, and we'll start with the class now. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so let us start with our class today. Welcome to my class. And join me on the journey, on this beautiful journey of light and colors. Okay, so before we begin with the class, I will have a game for you. So let us start a small game, and it is actually fun with colors. So we'll be playing with colors. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the game is, you can see so many colors written on the screen. The game is you have to say the color of each word. You don't have to read the colors. Understood what is the game? You have to say the color of each word. So I'll just name someone and he will answer my question. Okay? So Sakleen, can you say the color of each word written in the first line?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Red, white, yellow, green,
No.
blue, red,
First one is red. Second one is,
black,
yeah. So you said white. Okay. Continue.
green, blue, and yellow.
And last one is, okay. Last one you cannot see. Fine. The second line, Mudabbir will say.
Okay. Blue, yellow, black, red, green, black.
Yes, very good. You are very fast. Okay. One more slide is there now. Who will want to try? Okay. Amina.
Yes. Black, blue, green, blue, red, black.
After that,
Yellow, black, green, black, yellow.
very good. Excellent. You're very fast. Okay. Now let us start with our class. As I told you, we are going to discuss. Somebody's mic is on. Can you switch it off because it is giving a background noise? Whose mic is on? Can you please switch it off? Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, so let us start with our topic of the day. It is light. Now, light is a very important topic in physics, and it also lays foundation for a new branch of physics called optics. Okay, so when you go for further studies, you will see that optics is a branch of physics and the base is light. Now, just imagine yourself, if there is no light, how would the world be? Can you imagine yourself? Just think if you are locked in a room for a while, and what are the feelings that come to your mind? Umaira, can you tell me if you are locked in a room?
I'll be very scared.
You will be scared. Okay, very good. Now, why you will be scared?
Because
Ahmed?
of the
Yeah. Tell me who is telling. Yeah, tell me. Ahmed, can you tell me why you will be scared when you are closed? Yeah, locked in a dark room.
Well, you won't be able to see anything. So
Correct. Excellent. Because you won't be able to see anything in the room, right? When you are not able to see anything in the room, what will happen? You will not able to think properly. You will not know what is there in the room. Okay. You might be scared that when you walk in the room, you might fall. So these are the thoughts when there is no light in the room. Understood? So light is that important for us. Now, can you tell me what is the main source of light on the earth?
sun.
Sun. Excellent. Very good. Sun is the main source of light on earth, and in your room also. Now, if you have not switched on the light, you know that light is still there in the room, correct? Because sun is there outside, correct? Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So now what is light? Light is a form of energy. Just a moment. Light is a form of energy which makes you, which helps you, or which gives you a sensation of vision in your eye. You're able to see what are the objects present in the surrounding, correct? That you told me just now also. So this happens when you are locked in a dark room, you get scared because you are not able to see anything. Understood? So let us proceed with our topic, that is light. Okay. So today, our agenda for today will be introduction to light, reflection, refraction, and dispersion. So we'll try to cover all these topics in our discussion today. Now let us start with introduction to light. You can see here, suppose a candle is there and a candle flame is there, and you are looking through to the candle flame from the other end of the pipe. Okay. So what happens? This candle flame is there. Light from the candle flame moves in a straight line and it reaches your eye. So what happens? You are able to see this candle flame, correct? You must have tried also. If you see something through a straight pipe, you are able to see the things on the other side of the pipe, correct? If the pipe is straight, okay? Now what happens if I bend this pipe? If I bend this pipe at the middle, suppose in this case, if I bend this pipe in the middle, will you be able to see the candle flame?
No.
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 Okay, I'll answer. See, what happens, this candle flame is there, the light from the candle flame travels here, but here the blockage is there, light cannot bend. So it it is not able to reach the eye of this person, and that is why this person cannot see the flame of the candle through the bent pipe. Understood this? So this experiment says that light rays travel in a straight line. Yeah. So now the second picture, just observe this picture. Have you seen thundering and lightning in the sky? Have you seen?
Yes.
What have you observed in the thundering, when the thundering and lightning takes place? What have you observed?
First there's the lightning, then there's the thundering sound.
Very nice. Why it happens like that? Okay, I'll tell you the answer.
Because light travels faster.
Excellent. Light travels faster than sound, so that is why you are able to see the lightning first, and a little later you will see the thunder sound. Correct? Now, what is the speed of light? Air? It is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So imagine 8 zeros on 3 meter per second. And what is the speed of sound in air? It is just 340 meter per second. So it is that less. So that is why you see the sparks in the sky first, and then a little later you will hear the thundering sound in the sky. Understood this? So this shows that light travels in a straight line, and light travels faster than sound. Okay?
Faster than sound.
Yeah, excellent. So now what happens? Light can travel in any medium. Light can travel through vacuum also. But can sound travel through vacuum? Yeah,
No.
no, sound cannot travel through vacuum. That is why you get sunlight from the vacuum. See, sunlight is traveling through the atmosphere, and then it reaches Earth. So light travels through vacuum, but sound does not. Okay, now we come to the next topic, which is reflection. Reflection, you must, I think you must have read also earlier, what is reflection. So what comes to your mind when I speak about reflection? What comes to your mind? Safia, can you tell me? Yeah. Anything. What comes to your mind when I say reflection? Anything it can be. I'm not telling you to answer me according to physics only. Anything. Reflection means? Safia, you are there?
Reflects means when light reflects.
Yeah, right. Light reflects. That is correct. What else? When you stand in front of mirror, what do you see?
Your reflection.
Yourself.
Your reflection. In the picture also here, in the slide also, what is there in the water body? What can you see?
The reflection of the mountain. And
The reflection of the mountain and the scenery all over present here.
there is a water also below, so we can see the reflection of mountain inside the water.
So water also reflects. Okay. See, all surfaces reflect. Reflection sometimes when your English teacher tells you a story and she also tells you to make a reflection of that story. What do? You paint a picture according to your interpretation. So that is also reflection. So reflection has so many meanings. Now in this case, reflection of light means when light strikes a surface, a smooth surface, it bounces off. So that is, this phenomena is called as reflection of light. Okay. Just imagine yourself, you are running at a very high speed and suddenly a wall appears in front of you. What will happen?
Well done.
We will stop and we will bump into.
See, you are running at a very high speed. You don't take time to think. Suddenly a wall appears. Then what will happen? You will hit the wall and you will bounce.
Crash. You will bump.
Get hurt.
Bounce back.
In reality, it is just a hypothetical question. Okay. So you just, when you strike the wall, you get bounced off. This is the same thing that is happening with light. What is light? Light is actually very high speed particles which strike an object, which strike a wall or which strike any surface and it gets bounced off. Okay. So that is reflection of light. Understood? If you have any question or any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Okay. Proceeding further. Now how light gets reflected? You can see the source of light is there. Here sun is there. This is the source of light. Mirror is placed over here. this sign, this shows that mirror has got one smooth polished surface and the other silvered surface. Okay, so this end is the smooth surface and this shows it is a silvered surface. Okay, now what happens when a light, if this is a normal on the, this is normal on the surface of mirror, and this is drawn as a dotted line because it is a hypothetical line. It is not there actually. It is not present there actually. This we draw for our convenience. Okay, so this is the ray. Now what we are doing, we are drawing a ray diagram. What is a ray diagram? Ray diagram shows you the path of light, okay, and how it travels through this phenomena. Okay, so we are studying reflection, so we are showing the path of light during the process of reflection. Okay, so this is the mirror. You see the incident light. What is incident light? The light falling on the mirror is called as the incident light. So this red light is the incident light. It is from the light source, it falls on the mirror. At the point where the incident light strikes the mirror, you will draw a normal at this point. And what is normal? Normal is 90 degrees to the surface. As it strikes, you know that it bounces off the surface. So this is the reflected ray. Understood? Angle between the incident ray and the normal is called as angle of incidence, and angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called as angle of reflection. Understood? So this is the whole process of reflection. What is the law of reflection? Anybody has read already what are the laws of reflection? Anyone knows? No? Okay. It is very important. You have to always remember this law of reflection. Law of reflection is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is the first law of reflection. So whenever you are drawing the ray diagram, you have to draw in this manner such that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Okay, understood? This law will always be followed. And the second point is the incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray, they all lie in the same plane at the point of incidence. Understood? It doesn't mean that one ray will be in vertical plane and the other ray will be in the horizontal plane. This will not happen. Okay, so all the three rays will be in the same law of reflection. You have to remember this. Okay, next one. Now you can see the reflection of this person in the mirror. Okay, so is the object and the reflection same? Can you observe this? Is it same?
No.
No. What is the difference? Anyone can tell me what is the difference between the object and it is visible here only on the screen. It is shown over here.
The man is lifting his right hand, but in the mirror it is showing as if he's lifting his left hand.
Correct. Excellent. See, this object means the man is lifting his right hand, but his reflection is lifting his left hand. That means this is not exactly same. This exactly same thing happens in your selfie camera also. When you observe, when you take selfie, have you taken selfie? You take selfie now. So what do you see when you take selfie? Your image is laterally inverted. The same thing happens over here also. This is called as lateral inversion. Means left becomes right and right becomes left. But the object is erect only. Erect means the head is towards the head side only and the toe is towards the toe side only. They are not exchanged. It is not inverted. Head does not become toe and toe does not become head. Correct? So it is erect only. So this is the characteristic of the image formed by the plane mirror. This we are talking about plane mirror. So I'll just make it how images are formed. How do we draw a ray diagram in case of plane mirror? Just observe this carefully. How do we draw the ray diagram? Munir, can you see this? See, this is the object. L-shaped object is there. It is placed in front of a plane mirror. Now, how do we draw the ray diagram? How do we know where the position of image is there? All these things can be clarified using the ray diagram. Now, what are the methods to draw the ray diagram? This is the object placed. This is the plane mirror. You see, the incident ray from the object falls on the mirror. What will happen after this? It will get what?
Reflected.
It will get reflected. So it gets reflected, making the angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. Let us suppose one more ray is incident on the mirror from the object only. Again, it will get reflected using the same law. Now, how to draw the position of image? What we do, you see these two reflected rays, they are moving apart. That means they're not going to meet anywhere in this. Okay, anywhere they are not going to move, they are not going to meet if you what do you say, if you produce it in this direction, correct? So where will they meet? They will meet when you produce it backwards. You see, they appear as if they are coming from a certain point. So what do? You draw a reflected ray using a scale. You produce this ray till here, you produce this ray also, and find the point of intersection. Understood how to draw? You have drawn the reflected ray using angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection, and you proceed this will produce this ray, reflected ray, backwards, because in the mirror, in the plane mirror, image is formed behind the mirror. You can see that these two rays are never going to meet in future. You can see that because they are moving apart, so they are not going to meet. The rays which are meeting will be when they are produced backward, they will meet at a certain point. And what do you observe? You observe that this point is like this, because this point, the reflection of this point is here. Same way, if I draw a ray from here incident and draw here, you will get this point. So you see that the object is placed over here, image is laterally inverted. Okay, the image is laterally inverted. And what is the position? If you measure the distance of object from the mirror, it will be same as the distance of image from the mirror. So that means the image is formed at equal distance from the mirror as the object is there from the mirror. So image is formed behind the mirror. When the image is formed behind the mirror, we call it as a virtual image, because you're not getting the image on the screen. You're not getting the image on the screen. You are not getting it on the mirror also. You are getting it behind the mirror. Okay, you're not able to touch the image. So that is a virtual image. That is not a real image. That is a virtual image. Understood what is virtual image? Is it clear? Say yes or no or thumbs up.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the process of drawing the ray diagram, and it is a very simple process using geometry box. You can draw this ray diagram, any form of ray diagram you can draw. Any object you can draw the ray diagram and form a position of image over here. Okay. So these are the various characteristics that I told you just now. The image size is same as the object size. Image is formed at the same distance behind the mirror as the object is present in front of the mirror. Image is upright, means it is erect. Okay, it is not inverted. Again, image is virtual and the image is laterally inverted. So these are the important characteristics of image formed by the plane mirror. Okay, understood? Okay. Moving on, let us look at some daily applications that follow reflection. You have seen ambulance. Sometimes ambulance, on the ambulance word is written like this. Why it is written like this? Can you tell me why it is written like this?
Because of lateral inversion. Because in our rear view mirror, we see it the way it is written.
Yes. See what happens. The other vehicles, when they see it, when they see the ambulance coming from the back, they will see ambulance written in a proper way. So that is why this ambulance, on the ambulance, it is written as laterally inverted. So that other vehicles, when they see it in the mirror, they will see it in a proper way. Understood this? Okay, now how do we see things? Do you have any idea how do we see things? Just now when we were beginning with the class, you told me that when there is dark, you are not able to see things. When there is light, you are able to see things, right? So how do we see things? Anybody knows? Okay, I'll tell you. See what happens on any object. Here pencil is shown over here. On any object, light from any source falls on the object and gets reflected. I told you light when falls on any object, it gets reflected. Okay, so you can see the reflected rays coming out of the pencil. Okay, pair of rays reaching your eye will make you see this pencil. So when the reflected light reaches your eye, you are able to see things. So in your room also, you can see so many things. You can see the laptop, you can see the books present over there, you can see whatever things are kept on your table. Okay, how do you see? Because there is light in the room, it falls on the object, and the object reflects the light in all direction. That light, reflected light, reaches your eye and you are able to see things. Now what happens in dark? When there is no light source, so what happens? No light will fall on the object and nothing is reflected to your eye and you're not able to see anything. Is it clear? How do you see things? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, how do you see the colors? Suppose a green wall is there. How can you see that the color of the wall is green? How do you come to know that? This wall is green in color. This bottle is red in color. How do you interpret that? Okay. See what happens? You know that white light consists of how many colors?
7 colors.
7 colors. The same colors as the rainbow, Vibji or, correct? So out of the 7 colors, when white light falls on a green wall, suppose white light falls on a green wall, what will happen? It will absorb all the 6 colors of Vibji or, and it will reflect only green color. So green color will reach your eye and you're able to see the wall as green in color. Understood? Same thing happens with red bottle. White light falls on red bottle, it will absorb. What color it will absorb and what color it will reflect? Amina, tell me. On red color bottle, if white light falls on a red color bottle, what will happen? What color it will reflect?
Pink.
No, pink is not there in white color.
Red.
Yeah, it will reflect red color because red color will reach your eye and you are able to see the bottle as red color. Is it clear? Understood, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the next concept is refraction. Now, what is refraction? Anybody has heard about refraction earlier? You have read? Yes or no? Tell me.
No.
It's fine if you have not read. I'm going to teach you right. No, okay. Okay, see, refraction is another beautiful phenomena of light which finds its application in everyday life. You can see this picture over here. You can see the glass filled with water and a spoon is there. Have you seen this picture or have you observed this thing at your home also? You take a glass, you put spoon in it or a pencil in it. Okay, what do you see? It appears straight. Okay, the pencil is straight, the spoon is straight. When you pour water in the glass, the transparent glass, you have to see the transparent glass. When you pour water in the glass, what will happen? You observe it from the front side or sideways. You place your eyes such that the glass is just in front of you. Okay, what do you see? You just observe this picture. What is this picture? Spoon appears to be broken or bent. Have you seen this sometime you have to take water or when you put sugar in it and when you dissolve sugar, put the spoon in it? Have you observed this sometime? If you have not done, you can do it today. Put spoon in it and see if the spoon appears bent or not. But you have to see from the front or sideways. Understood? Clear? And when you see it from the top, what will happen? The spoon appears straight. Okay, it will not appear bent. Now, what is the reason behind this? What happens here? When you put a spoon over here, when you take out spoon from water, you will see the spoon is straight. But when you put it in water, and again, if you see it from the front side of the glass, you will see that the spoon is bent. Okay, so there is no magic taking place over here. There is just a physics of light, because of which this appears bent. It is not actually bending, but the spoon appears to be broken or appears to be bent. Now, what happens here that I'll explain you right now. This is basically Refraction. Refraction happens because of bending of light. Now what happens? Light bends when it moves from one medium to another. Now you will say, and just now you told that light travels in a straight line. Now you are telling that light is bending, right? Comes to your mind? It's coming or not?
Yes.
Yes. So the answer is, I told you that light travels in a straight line when it is traveling in the same medium. But when light travels from one medium to another medium, light bends. Okay. So bending of light takes place when it moves, when it changes medium. When it moves from one medium to another transparent medium, light bends, and that is why this spoon appeared to be broken. Now I'll explain you how it happens. Light bends because the speed changes. Just imagine, again I'm giving you one more hypothetical example. Suppose Amina and Ahmed are giving a party in a room. The rooms are of same size. Okay? Ahmed has called 20 of his friends for this party, and Amina has called just 4 close friends for this party. Okay, understood? Ahmed has called 20 friends and Amina has called just 4 friends for her party. Now they suppose I give both of you, Ahmed and Amina, I give one task to both of you. You have to run from one end to the other end of the room. Okay, and while your friends are there in the party only. So who will run faster and easier, and who will complete the race first?
Amina.
Amina. Why she will complete it first?
Because there will be a lot of people in Ahmed's way, so Amina will be able to run easily.
Excellent, very nice. See, there are a lot of people in Ahmed's room, so they are going to disturb him. He will not be able to run to his full speed, correct? But Amina has enough space in the room, so she will be able to complete the race first, you can say, faster than Ahmed. Okay, the same thing happens with light also. Now light moves from, when light moves from one medium to another, it is moving from optically rarer to optically denser medium, or optically denser to optically rarer medium. Now what is optical density? Optical density is the same way as we say density, but it is not the same. You know the density, what is the density of an object? Density is fixed for any object, it is mass per unit volume, but that density is different from the optical density. Understood? Now what is optical density? Same happens when light moves from a rarer medium to a denser medium. So denser medium means number of people are more. So what happens? Light slows down. Okay, like Amina completed it faster, Ahmed slowed down. Why? Because the density was more. Okay, the optical density was more. So light slows down when it moves from an optically rarer medium to optically denser medium. And when it moves from a denser medium to rarer medium, what will happen? It will speed up. So because the speed changes, that is why the light ray also bent when it moves from one medium to another. Understood? Is it clear? The refraction concept is clear or not? You have to show thumbs up so that I understand it is clear and I can proceed further. Okay, great. Okay, so what is refraction? Refraction is bending of light wave as it passes from one medium to another of different optical density. So example can be, light can travel from air to water, water to air, water to glass, or glass to air. So what happened in the previous slide, you saw that light was traveling from denser to rarer medium. Water is denser and air is rarer. So that is why light ray bent, and to your eyes it appeared to be broken. Okay, now what happens when you see it through normal incidence? Now what is called normal incidence, that I'll explain you right now. Light bends, I just now told you, light bends because of change in medium. It can be from rarer to denser or denser to rarer. Now why it bends? Because when optical density changes, it changes speed. So this is a very important reason why light bends in refraction, because light changes its speed when it moves from one medium to another medium. This is a very fundamental concept. See, usually people know that in refraction light bends, but why it bends? Just everyone will say because it moves from one medium to another. But the main reason is light bends because the speed changes. Okay, the speed of light changes when it moves from one medium to another medium. Okay, it does not bend when it enters. So one condition is there, when you see, I told you, when you see the glass from the top, you will see that the your spoon is not bent. That is because when you see the normal incidence, that means when your incident ray is overlapping on the normal, you will see that means it is a zero incidence. Angle of incidence is zero. When your incident ray overlaps the normal, that means angle between the incident ray and normal is zero. Clear? Angle between the incident ray and normal is zero. So when the normal incidence is there, the light ray will travel straight, but still the speed will slow down because it is changing medium. And in this case, you will not see the bent spoon. You just try this experiment at home. This is very interesting to observe if you have not observed it yet. Okay, fine. You will do this at home. You just have to take a glass, water and spoon or pencil, whatever straight thing you can put it inside. Okay. Okay, so refraction of light at a plane surface. Now, how does light bend? I told you light will bend, but light will bend in which direction? That is very important. Now, when light moves from air to glass, that means air is a rarer medium and glass is a denser medium. So when light, I told you, when light moves from rarer to denser, what will happen? It will slow down. Light will slow down, okay, because it is denser medium, more number of particles. So light will slow down here. So in this medium, this is called as, again, angle of incidence. And now when it strikes another transparent material, it will bend towards the normal. You see, this is the normal and the light ray is bending towards the normal. It is not going straight. It is bending towards the normal. Why it bends towards the normal? Because the speed of light in glass is less than the speed of light in air. Okay, so you can say that angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. Is it clear from the figure? Can you see it in the figure? This angle is greater than this angle. Is it visible in the figure? Yeah, correct? Okay. So when light moves from rarer medium to denser medium, for example, from air to glass, it slows down, and that is why it will bend towards the normal. As it bends towards the normal, angle of incidence is greater than angle of refraction. Now reverse happen. Light bends towards the normal and the angle of refraction is less than angle of incidence. Now what will happen if light enters from denser to rarer medium? Opposite. Excuse me. Light enters from denser. See, this direction shows you the direction of light. So light enters from denser to rarer medium. What will happen? Who will answer? Speed will increase or decrease? Come on.
Increase.
Yes, increase because it is a rarer medium. So speed will increase in the rarer medium, and what will happen? It will bend away from the normal. So you see, light ray incident like this, when it is moving in the rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. So angle of incidence is less than angle of refraction. So you have to remember this, that when light travels from rarer to denser medium, it will bend towards the normal, and when light travels from denser to rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. Is it clear? The concept is clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the ray diagram of refraction, the path of light when it travels from denser to rarer medium. Okay. Okay. Now, what are the examples that we see in day-to-day life? See, have you gone to a swimming pool? Have you observed? Anyone has gone to the swimming pool? Most of you have gone, right? Okay. So have you seen persons when you're standing outside the pool and when you see persons in the pool, you observe the upper part of the body which is in air. That is same. When you observe the lower part of the body which is inside water, what do you see? it appears to be smaller proportionally. Have you observed this or not? Okay, you've not observed this. You can see it now. Next time you remember when you go to a pool, observe this, that or you can do this. You put a coin in the glass, and again you will see that the coin appears to be raised up. Now what happens? This is again because of refraction. You just see there is water in the pool, and you have an object at the base of the pool. This hole is water. This hole is water. You have this object placed at the bottom of the pool. And when you can see that light will travel from the object towards your eye. Your eye is outside. You are seeing from outside. So you are present at in the rarer medium. So you see here, this is your observer. You see that light ray travels here from denser to rarer. What will happen? What will happen from denser to rarer medium? Come on. Nobody remembers. When light moves from denser, it is clear in the figure also. When light moves from denser to rarer medium, what happens?
It increases in speed.
Increases speed. Correct. Very good, Emma. So it increases speed and it gets away from the normal. And when this light reaches your eye, what happens? To your eye, because eye sees in a straight line. So to your eye, this object appears to be raised up. So actual position is this. To your eye, it will appear here. That is why when a person is standing in a pool, his legs appear shorter. Okay? Because it appears to be raised up. So this is again, this fundamental is also refraction. Okay, one more example. You can see when you go for fishing, you see actual fish is placed over here. Actual fish is swimming over here at the bottom. But to your eye, it will appear to be raised up. So this height is raised. This is called as, what do you call this? This is apparent depth, and this is called as actual depth. Because actual, yeah, because the fish is actually present here. But to your eye, it appears to be raised up. So this is apparent. It is appearing to be. It is not the actual depth. Okay. So this is called as apparent depth, and this is called as actual depth. Okay. So this is clear. Refraction is clear. Okay. One more thing. Do you know what is mirage?
No.
Anybody know?
Yes.
Mirage? Yeah,
Yes. So it's like when you're in a desert, so there you see afar, so there is no water,
okay.
but you feel that there is water.
Yes.
Correct. Very good. See, when in hot conditions or in desert, what happens? Sometimes there is sudden appearance of water sheet. You see sudden appearance of water sheet in desert. Okay. And when you go near that place, you will see that there is no water over there. Understood? So that is called as mirage. Now, this is also because of refraction taking place. And this is a different type of refraction. This is called as atmospheric refraction. What happens in mirage? What is taking place? You know that this is in mostly in hot conditions. So when the weather is hot, on roads also sometimes you see when you are driving in a hot condition on a road, you see sometimes that water is there scattered somewhere at a further distance. But when you reach near that point, you will see that there is no water. So that is also mirage. Now why this happens? In hot conditions, the surface of earth is very hot. Okay, understood? The surface of earth is very hot because of sun's heat. And you know that when something is hot, or when the gas is heated, what happens? It becomes less denser. Why it becomes less denser? Because it expands, correct? It will expand, no? Gas will expand. When it expands, volume becomes more. Now what is density? Density is mass upon volume. So when volume is more, density is less, because density is inversely proportional to volume, correct? Do you agree? Density is inversely proportional to volume. So when when a gas is heated, it expands and its density decreases, correct? When a gas is cooled down, its density increases. Okay, so the same concept is used over here. Just see, in the atmosphere, when your surface is hot, the air above the hot surface will be hot air, so it will be less denser. As you go up in the atmosphere, there will be cooler air. Okay, so it will be more denser. So when light ray, I'll explain through the next slide. You see here sun is present. I don't know if it is visible to you. On the right hand side, sun is there. Okay, you can see here sunlight. Sunlight falls on the tree, and here the observer is present. Here, this one is observer. Okay, so I told you, how do you see things? Sunlight falls on this tree and it is reflected to your eye. Just a moment, excuse me. Okay. Hello. Okay, I'll conclude after refraction only. That is fine. Diffraction is just a small thing. So how much time is left? How much time is left? 5 minutes more, I'll complete it. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so what happens here? Just see, this time is getting over. See, the reflected light reaches here to your eye. Okay, you're able to see the object. But one more reflected light will reach to the Earth's surface. Now what happens? It is moved from denser to rarer medium, and it is bending away from the normal. As it reaches here, it gets reflected from the Earth's surface and it moves from rarer to denser medium. And to your eye, this tree appears to be inverted. Now you know where you see this inverted image? In water. So to your eye, this thing appears to be in water. Okay, understood? So that is the concept of this thing. Okay, one more thing was there, dispersion. Now dispersion is just a small topic. When white light falls on the prism, you know, prism splits this white light into 7 colors, and you can see the 7 colors of light. You can see observe this phenomena at home also. Sometimes you see this at home also. When sunlight falls on glass, you see that 7 colors, it splits up into 7 colors, and because white light consists of 7 colors. Understood? So this is dispersion, and this 7 color, band of 7 color is called as spectrum, and this technique, this phenomena is called as dispersion. Okay, so very fast, I'll just finish it. The basic behind this rainbow is dispersion only. What happens after the rain? The water droplets are suspended in the atmosphere. All these water droplets act as prism, and they split the sunlight into 7 colors, and this way you get to see the rainbow. Is it clear? Okay, I had a quiz for you, but it's okay because time is getting short. So I'll give you one activity to do at home because we are short of time. So one activity you can do at home is, you just make a sheet. You just take a sheet. What you do, you divide it into 4 parts. Write down objects which reflect, object which absorbs, object which transmit, and object which refracts. So you have to name the objects which do all these things. Like in reflect, you can write mirror. Absorb, you can write black cloth. Transmit, you can write window glass. Refracts, you can write glass.